Alrighty, folks. Well, good evening and welcome to another session of our Vecna Eve of Ruin. I'm your Dungeon Master, Dungeon Mister, joined by all of our trepidatious players this evening.
Hello.
Oh,
And, well, good news, we're getting our dread back. But, bad news,
yeah, I was biding my time before I started cursing. Oh,
yeah, yeah. Bad news is we're still in a giant robot. Maybe that's bad news. Who knows? But let's let's talk about what happened last time before we get into what happened, what will happen, what is going to happen this time. So last time we're inside this colossus, found a shaft of anti-gravity filled light drifting down, passed through its spine, down one of its legs. You found an odd dull gem, and well, you nothing. It was kind of a dead end, so you headed up the other leg or down the other leg, and in its toe had been broken open. Strange skull-like fungus had started to grow. Dexter utilized the dry air and caused an explosion, destroying and cooking the fungus all in one. But it would seem you traversed back to caves near where you had been previously. But you came upon another, more powerful warforged that was seemingly aligned with the warmonger, the Lord of Blades. Starting battle with it and another who was with them, you were caught by surprise when a strange, twisted, malformed giant human creature attacked both sides. The pair of warforged used this opportunity to leave you in the care of the twisted creature. Dealing sizable damage to a few of you, you ended up slaying the monstrous man, and his body still twisted in death even further. He attempted to follow the trail of the two that had escaped. Unsure where they went, you did head back up further into the caves. Made it past the area where you had slain the blaze bear, near the pool of gray matter kind of shimmering. And you went further up, and passing another exit out into the mountain air, ambushed by two more warforged. One of them you had seen before, but on an overhang, you dealt with their traps and actually killed one of them while the other fled. Further up this passage led back to Landro, above the torso, and now into what would probably be the chest cavity of this large colossus. Could see a window overlooking the foggy mountains where, amongst the rubble and wreckage, a chair still held a skeletal form wearing an odd steel helmet, its form veering or looking outwards. Nearby, though, a trio of undead warriors weighted by arrow slits and were ready for any intruders. Launched out at you and were joined by a trio of will-o-wisps. Luckily, Zom used his defense against undead, and you all took care of these with relative ease. And now with the bodies slain once more, you have a way up through the spine. No more anti-gravity is instilled within this area, though. And that is where we're going to pick up. There is still the area of the cockpit of sorts, which you glossed over a little bit. And Dread, you did get a short rest. So if you would like to take one, you can. And yeah, kind of following the
I
tracks,
would.
they went all over the place. So you just kind of heard noises coming from above. So you try to find your best way up, and you stumbled into the area where they are now. Collapsed spinal cavity beside you. At least collapsed downward. And yeah, that's
Hey, sleepyhead. Glad you could make it. Missed a good fight.
Yeah, really good one.
what? Ugh. Always
Probably saw the
missing out on the
body on your
best
way
stuff.
up.
Well, I gave it a few kicks, but it didn't come back to life.
I guess that means we did a good job.
I'll
Oh,
go over to the captain, and he says there's a helmet. He's like wearing a helmet.
yeah,
Kind
like a where is this guy? This is wooden steel captain's chair topping this area, the center of the room. Skeletal corpse wearing a similar regalia you'd seen the other dead people wear before, but also a silver helmet with a very sizable dent in it. And that's where you could, like, kind of shimmering crystal. You can actually overlook the Mournland from here.
Can I try on the helmet, or is it too dented?
Sure, yeah. You pull the helmet off of the skeleton as the skeleton itself kind of slumps back down and clatters into the ground, kind of shifting off. As you put the helmet on, give me a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution save. 10.
With the 10, you fall and collapse to the ground immediately.
I'll take the helmet off of him.
Going to sleep.
However, dude, in your quick stupor, you see from the viewpoint of sitting in that chair, looking over, looks to be some sort of circle on the ground, some sort of magic runic circle. Through the viewport, you can hear murmur of arcane words. People dotting around the circle, some 150, 200 feet down. As you see the view, well, like this giant behemoth that you are inside of lifts up and quickly is like thrust in the air and collapses down, crumbling into the stone mountain as the side of the wall, kind of like your viewpoint, you would look over to the side of the wall as a giant rock comes jutting from as the wall itself starts to collapse and just cracks right in the head, and everything goes black. As you would quickly wake up, as Dread removes the helmet.
Whoa.
You doing all right?
Yeah, I think I'm good. I pat my body. I think I'm good. Whoa, man! I think like saw into the past. It was like the
Do you
robot
think you
stood
could?
up. I mean, this
Oh,
thing,
damn it!
it just kind of fell right over. The thing wasn't. I mean, it's cool, it's big, but not really impressive. But yeah, this helmet
Well, it
thing's
just
got
doesn't.
some sort of juice or something to it.
I wonder. Well, I don't know if we can get this thing running again. I want it.
I
Think
doubt
I should
it.
give the helmet a try?
That'd be my guess.
I'm gonna take off the dread helmet.
Oh boy, what does Dread look like without his helmet? Been waiting for this my whole life.
Oh, it's like somebody that used to be like quote unquote well bred aristocrat, but they've been beat to shit so many times that their face is kind of, not what it used to be.
Permanently broken nose, maybe a little shift
Broken
in
in
the
a few,
chin.
in like a couple places. Like might have like probably a missing tooth or something, and he just doesn't care.
Cauliflower ear.
Yeah, I was just thinking
Yeah,
cauliflower ear,
yeah. But you're like, wait a second, maybe if you squint a little bit, he was a handsome man at one point. And then the hair is probably like too long underneath that helmet as well, because he doesn't take care of himself very well.
Is it like when Finn the human takes off his hat? It's just like
Yeah.
lustrous locks.
Yes.
But yeah,
And then I will try to put on the helmet.
give me a Constitution saving throw. Yeah,
Ooh.
you feel a little static electricity as you put it on, but nothing.
Disappointed. I was like, no, you took the last of the juice, and I'll put my helmet back on.
You having fun with that helmet down there?
No,
Yeah,
I thought it was going to be fun.
I'll put the helmet back on the body.
Can I search
sitting the
through the
body
wreckage
back up.
here?
It is all broken. Unsure what any of the stuff here might have been. Rocks and stuff have shattered and broken any of the equipment left over. As most of it does seem arcane in nature, but nothing remains really.
Okay.
Honestly, the best piece of equipment is probably the helmet.
Is there anything? Could you describe what this is right here?
That is the viewport that peers through the chest of Landro, and you can see foggy mist throughout the Mournland. That's what overlooks it. It's like the crystal center chest piece that where the Gundam pilot sits, kind of thing. Well, this is just a giant Gundam. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, but sadly, Dread's not an orphan, so he can't pilot it. Well, seeing that dude put the helmet back on the guy, I'm just gonna throw the helmet in my bag.
Quickly take the helmet off, put it back. Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm just like, this might be useful for something, and just throw it in there. At the very least, we could probably give it to either like the Warforged or those other people. All right, where to next, guys?
Up here. And how high is was this
Let's
going up?
see. It goes up to a double check here. I got it making me look at stuff. How high does it go? It goes pretty freaking high. You can, with your elven vision, elven eyesight, as you peer up to it, you can see that it would go up probably another 90 or so feet, but you can also see about 40 or so feet that there's an opening, and then like 30 feet past that there's another opening.
You look back. Everyone is able to climb easily, or do we need a rope?
Is it climbable?
There's definitely some rubble. The walls inside the shaft are crumbled, but they're not impassable.
I mean, I'll put on my climbing gear.
Yeah.
And then I'll be like, all right, I'll head up and throw down a rope if you need me to.
I'm gonna head up. Nero's gonna start climbing up there.
I'm still attuned to the elements so I can fly. But it hasn't been 10 minutes, right? Since the fight.
Attuned to the helmet.
Elements.
I was like, you're attuned to the helmet. What?
Elements.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yes. Yeah, it's been like, well, you passed out. If you gain the incapacitated condition, do you lose that?
I do.
Then you do not have that anymore.
So,
but Nero starts climbing up on his own as Dread starts putting on his climbing gear.
I'll wait for Dread to get his gear on and go with him.
All right. Anything from Larissa or Zom?
Do I care?
It's not an impossible climb. Like you can see some easy places where there's some handhold, but would be a far drop if you were to fall.
Yeah, but
Nero has a climbing speed though.
As our climbing speed,
so rangers. So
I mean, you got to be able to climb trees and everything. It's not much different.
D&D logic, not actual logic. I guess I'm just gonna double check to make sure there aren't any, I guess handicaps on it, but I'll definitely manifest my wings.
Okay. Absolutely.
Where the fuck is it?
You're
somewhere in here.
Azamar.
There we go.
Asamar, however you want to pronounce it. Azamar wings stretch out. Are you going with the angelic sort?
Yes, we got the angelic sort.
As you start kind of flying up with right next to Narrow. The pair of you would be the first to see it as everyone's kind of waiting on Dread to get his climbing gear. But you would see a 30-foot tall chamber. I will say the shaft continues up another 50 or 60 feet past here, but it does open up here. 30-foot tall chamber, massive stone table, dozens of large what look to be maps, scroll cases, all scattered across the table here. And this area extends out to the left and right. And you can keep climbing if you'd want, or you can stop here and look around. Entirely your call.
Should we? Nero's gonna just go on the platform so he doesn't have to hold on for too long.
Yeah.
Should we wait for them here, or should you want us to go up?
I reckon let's wait.
We'll say you
All
can
Please,
probably.
I want to look at these things.
Yeah, you can probably notice a little bit of a breeze flowing through this space as well.
Anything interesting on that table?
Like I said, there's dozens of large maps and scroll cases lying scattered across the table.
A map of the surrounding area, I'm guessing?
Yeah, it looks like there's several maps, honestly.
These?
Like navigator's tools and looks like all sorts of scrolls and stuff all over the map. You can easily suspect that this would probably be like the clavicle and shoulders stretching to the left and right. Are you doing anything, or are you just...
I've been waiting. I don't know what's on each side, so I guess we're waiting for the others to come up here so that we can explore the other side if there's anything that's going to attack us.
I am emptying the scroll cases and looking at the scrolls.
As Larissa goes and quickly grabs one of the scroll cases, the table itself transforms very much like a transformer. As the scroll cases and scrolls and maps and all the papers kind of tumble to the side, the table itself kind of shifts and forms into a 15-foot tall humanoid form of some sort of golem creature. As electricity crackles around it.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
We're going to roll initiative. As Dread, you got your climbing gear on at this point, I would say.
Forever away.
Excellent.
I had a strong feeling something was going to happen. Yeah, I don't have advantage. We're too far up.
You would have a straight roll on this one, I would say. Even though you have advantage, but you would have disadvantage from being surprised because you don't know what's happening. So it would just be a straight roll.
I mean, we're pretty far up from Sam.
Larissa got a big 0, huh? Why do you have minus 40 or what?
Because I've got an exhaustion.
Do you have 2 exhaustions?
I shouldn't.
No, the first one is -2.
I don't know.
It says -2, -2.
I don't know.
So it looks like you might have toggled on for 2 points of exhaustion. You should only have 1 point.
I'm pretty sure I've only got the 1.
Okay.
It's exhaustion number 1. Double check.
If Zahn would...
Exhaustion level number 1.
Fair enough. Zahn, would you like to roll initiative, please?
Sure.
You guys are 30 feet down the shaft, so it's not terribly far.
6 rounds of climbing. Think you can climb 5 feet around?
Gets half speed. Also with climbing gear, we'll see. Jeff, you're up first as the You would hear something coming from above. You're not sure what is happening down there, or up there, 30 feet up.
I mean, I'm just assuming right now that unless I hear screaming,
Yeah,
it's just rubble,
fair
and
enough.
I'll just like tie a rope around myself, start climbing.
All right. Give me an athletics check.
Use as much action movement to do it, I guess.
All right.
So, athletics, he says.
All right.
I don't know that I have an advantage.
You don't have advantage, but a 30 does get you, I would say, you climb 30 feet up to the ledge there. That would be your action and movement to do that.
I see the golem. I will bonus action rage.
All right.
There's a fight!
Dread calls out, there's a fight. Anything else for Dread as you're kind of clinging onto the side there?
No, sir. That's it.
All right. That will take us to this big old table transformer. As the first thing it does is this electricity kind of pulses around it. I will need Larissa, Dread, and Nero to give me wisdom saving throws. As this, pulse of electricity pulses around it. Okay. As you all feel so sluggish, as if you've been slowed down. You have all been slowed. As per that. Then it's immediately going to slam into Larissa. Larissa getting a 27 to hit.
Of course it fucking hits.
Larissa, the table transformer slams into you for 24 points of damage. Yeah, then it'll hit Nero. Why not? We'll split it up.
Can I do a hellish rebuke?
You absolutely... Oh.
Oh, actually, wait.
If
how
it
many
casts a
spell slots
spell
do I
with a
actually have
somatic
left?
component, there's a 25% chance that the spell fails.
Can't take reactions.
And you can't take reactions, so there you go. Yes. Thank you. So no, you cannot. You cannot hellish rebuke, but it does get a 12 to hit Nero.
It definitely misses.
Even in your slowed state misses. Ending its turn, taking us to Nero. Nero, you are slowed down.
We are going to. If I'm correct, debating because if I remember correctly, I did put Hunter's Mark on the things down there.
Yeah.
The undead.
Yeah.
So
it's been less than an hour for sure.
Yeah, so we're definitely gonna put Hunter's Mark on him.
All right, you're using your bonus action.
Yep.
All right. That sounds like that is your turn.
Can't move.
You can move. Your speed is halved though.
Yeah, you just gotta move there to be able to get away, and then just Ravi would climb up. He's got climb speed, so climb up to be near.
What is his speed?
40.
Okay. He would be able to get up there.
All right, and that'll be it.
That will take us to Zom. Zom, you're down below. You see Ravi come running. Dread called out. There's a fight.
Dude, can you help me get up there?
Yeah, let's go.
There's a rope dangling off of me.
Yeah. Yeah, but he knows also dude can take people real quick. like in like a
I
second.
think I have
Yeah.
anything to do on my turn. I won't even know what it is.
Ready a bless? I don't
You know
know.
what? You know what? I'm just gonna take this opportunity to give myself some more hit points
Sure.
because I hurt.
Oh, healing yourself for 12.
Just gonna heal myself a little bit, and basically, yeah, no, I'll just wait and
Okay.
get in position so I can be ferried up this hole.
Fair enough.
Brace yourself.
Yeah, that will take us to Dexter.
Little bits of sparks, electricity, and gusts of wind, and the pebbles start to vibrate. And I put one hand behind Zom's head, and I will step of the wind as well as tune to the elements.
All right.
And
What does
we'll
that make
just-
your speed?
100.
Okay. And you can
And I'm-
move Zom with you as well, as wind lifts you up, Zom.
We'll just go to that ledge.
Nope.
That will be like 40 feet of movement.
All right.
As you still have Zom with you. So
I'll
he's
drop
not
off.
landed.
Yeah, I'll drop Zom off over by Narrow.
Okay.
And then I will continue around the side, or like above Narrow.
Okay.
To get
Swirling
kinda
around,
get-
you can see bits of parchment and maps and scrolls and scroll cases all gathered around this place.
And then let's do some attacking.
Okay. Still holding the orb in hand, a 26 will hit.
For 12 points of, let's do lightning damage.
All right.
Zap that.
12 points of lightning damage as it zaps around it.
Second attack. 28
28 also definitely hits.
for 8 points of lightning damage.
We'll take 8 more points of lightning damage.
And that will be Dexter's turn.
All right. Taking us to Larissa. Larissa, everything is kind of in slow motion for you right now. What are you doing?
Oh. That's good. So many of them have somatic components.
Mm-hmm. It's a key thing to most spells. There's a couple that are only verbal.
Well, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna see if this guy has the same bullshit that the robots have. I'm going to attempt to cast command. Attempt being the key word.
Is command...
Command is only a verbal spell.
Is it a charm?
It's like... yes, I assume yes. Let's see. Enchantment, so yes.
Well, but I mean,
Has
it
a
would
golem,
state if it's
so-
like charm. No? Okay. Fair enough. Yeah. What are you commanded to do?
Grovel.
Grovel. All right. Is that a wisdom
Tell
save?
him to transform. Tell him to transform.
I can't. Fuck off.
Yes. You hear that from Dread in the back. Tell him to transform. Tell him to
All right.
transform.
It got a 15.
It's a wisdom save of 18.
All right. It fails.
Okay. And I don't think because of the sloth I can't take a bonus action. And
Correct.
I'm within reach, so I'm not moving.
All right.
Well, maybe if I do move, I move like there. I think I'm still within reach there.
Yeah.
Okay, I just moved there.
That will take us to Jeffrey. You know what? Real quick, Nero and Larissa, give me a wisdom save.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or con save. At wisdom. Nero, you are still slowed.
Oh, by one.
Mm-hmm. Larissa is still slowed. Jeff, you're up. As you're climbing, everything slows down for you in this shaft. As dude comes flying up with Zom.
Marissa, can I hit it?
You can hit it.
Sweet. And then I'm gonna jump over here
As you
and
slowly jump over. It's one of those slow motion bullet time leaps.
feel really cool, really cinematic. In mid leap, I pull out my weapons. Bonus action. I can't do bonus actions.
No.
Or an action. I have to choose one.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just going to be an action to attack this guy with my flame scimitar.
Attack
Make sure
away.
I have that turned off.
An 18. Just hits it.
Huzzah. I'm not going to do sneak attack this time.
You only get one attack.
You only get one attack.
Oh, I don't get my full attack either.
As per the
sneak
slow
attack.
spell.
I skimmed it just to see what I could do,
Mhm.
and like as far as action, bonus action
If
stuff.
you make the attack action, only one attack if it takes the attack action.
Okay, well then just let me do everything. I'm gonna do a pushing attack as well.
Okay.
Click. Superiority die.
That con
And
save.
here's your damage. It's a strength save.
Strength save. Would have been one better. So
Yes.
it got a 12.
It failed.
It's not going anywhere because dude's in the way.
Oh, I just really wanted to add extra damage.
It will do the 20 points of damage.
And
What's the... Gotcha, superiority, yeah.
would it be an object interaction to pull the rest of the rope up?
You already pulled your blade out. Well, actually, you can do that as part of your attack action. I would say... Nah, you're still attached to the rope.
Yeah, I don't want to let
slow,
it go. I
You're
want
slowed
it to...
down.
Okay, well, I'm seeing what I can do. There's my wisdom.
Hey, you are not slowed at the end of your turn.
Sweet, that's my turn.
I forgot to do this guy's turn. At which point, a familiar. Let's roll to see who it goes for. I'm gonna go for yeah. Oh, dude, you would see this coming. Oh no, you lost. Is see invisibility concentration? It's not right.
It is not.
So yeah, dude, you would see this coming as a spark of light arcs around the corner
Fuck you.
and sparks into you.
Can I give it disadvantage?
Absolutely. Yeah,
Lucky.
you see it coming.
Yeah, lucky point, disadvantage.
Yeah, it shocks out at you. Hey, good thing for that lucky. You got a 16.
16 misses.
Otherwise, it would have gotten a 22. It will then immediately vanish. That will take us to the table's turn. The table turns back into a table as it grovels.
Larissa, you did it! You did it!
Oh yeah, our job's done.
As it transforms back into a table, taking us to Narrow.
We're gonna have Ravi come up here, and he's gonna lash at the table
Okay.
with
Do we
advantage.
have any
I'm guessing.
carpenters?
Yes,
Yeah.
but it's made of stone, not wood.
Yep.
Do we have any? What do you call them?
Stonemason.
They're not. I was saying they're not blacksmiths. They're not.
Do you have any stone chiselers?
Yeah. So I'm guessing it's gonna be an advantage since technically
Absolutely,
they're
it'd be an
prone.
advantage. Yeah, he's prone.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So his first attack would be.
So are you
Mark.
sacrificing your attack action?
I'm using
or...
I can't. My bonus action.
Okay.
It's a bonus action for him to attack.
Okay.
So his first attack with the Hunter's
23 will
Mark
hit.
for
Take 12.
force damage. And his second attack. $20
20 will hit.
for 8.
He'll take 8 points of damage.
My turn. I'm guessing I have to do a.
At the end of your
Another
turn,
wisdom?
yes, a wisdom save.
Nope.
You are still slowed down. Which will take us to Zom.
Where's that light? Where did it go?
Where did it go?
You still see it. It's right next to you, dude.
It's still right here.
Yeah.
I start to square up on it.
This thing is a table.
Yeah, it's a table. It looks like that. But without all the scrolls on. All the scrolls and stuff are on the side of it now.
I guess I don't have to move to do that, but I'm going. I will slide across the table,
Okay. Yeah.
and then I didn't have to move over here, but I'm going to turn undead.
Sure. It's thematic.
The wisp thing is back.
As the wisp will make a wisdom save.
Oh, I clicked that one. We need as a magic. Make a wisdom save.
Got a 16.
My number, I believe, is 17.
No.
My number is, in fact, 17. So it will
Yes.
take a large amount of seer undead.
Yeah.
21 points of
Ooh.
radiant damage.
21 radiant damage as it nearly explodes. But it does run. Or it will be running. You would see a little puff of white flames kind of emerge from the area. Anything else for Zom? It will run away
seem to
on its
take-
turn.
No, I will just turn my attention back towards the table.
Back towards the table. It's table time. Taking us to Dude. Dude, you still see that flash of light barely there. And you're
I
seeing
will
visibility.
attack. I will attack the light one time.
Alright,
Hopefully.
attack the light one time. As you
With a
miss
14.
one time.
Let's do one more time.
Alright, as you attack the light a second time. A
21.
21 just barely hits it.
Ooh.
As
For 11.
The
points
light.
of-
will wither. Well, points of what?
I'm gonna do thunder damage.
Thunder damage? Well, if you're doing thunder damage, then it explodes in a thunderous burst. But it is no more.
And then I will use my bonus action to make an attack at advantage on the table.
Alright.
A 23.
23 will hit.
For 9 points of thunder
You'll
damage.
take 9 thunder damage.
And that will be my turn.
Alright. Taking us to Larissa. Still kind of slowed down the moment. Your command seems to have worked as it turned back into a table and is just sitting there easily attacked.
Okay. I'm still slow,
You are still slow.
but you know what? I'm just gonna Eldritch Blast for the sake of it, I guess.
It will be at disadvantage
Disadvantage.
because it's
Yeah.
prone and you're point blank.
At disadvantage.
But it's 3 blasts where you hit with 2 of them. Yeah.
Okay.
It will take 12 points of force and 13 for 25 points of force damage as you start blasting, nearly blasting holes into its stony form.
Okay. And do I do another?
Yes, at the end of your turn, you get another wisdom saving throw if you've got nothing else to do.
And I'd like to spend a luck point to do it at advantage.
Absolutely.
If I could, please.
Yeah, no one wants to be slowed down. It's the worst. Yeah, you're no longer slowed.
Yay.
Which will take us to Jeffrey the Dread Stanton.
He is also going to walk across the table.
Okay.
I was just disrespecting the table.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Take this table. Stomp, stomp, stomp. And then he's going to do some attacks.
Okay.
Let's do one attack here.
Yeah, that's gonna. We're gonna say it hits. Why not?
Yeah, I mean, and you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and roll damage, but I'm throwing on a pushing as well.
Okay. I mean,
I want to push it down that hole.
You can push it. Yeah, does it push it 10 feet?
It does.
Plugs the hole.
15.
15. It did get a 23 on its save.
Oh well.
But it will still take the damage from it. It's not pushed.
And I'll do sneak attack as well on this one.
Absolutely. We'll still take 15 points of damage as you slash into it.
And another attack.
Yeah.
With my scimitar.
Skimtar. Yep. That's what you rolled. Oh no, you got 1 less than last time. We'll take 7 more points of slashing.
And then my dagger.
30 will hit it.
So close.
Yep. All of those attacks are very close. Take 10 more points of damage from your daggers. The stone table seems to be crumbling a bit by bit.
It's almost down. Haha. End of turn.
All right, that will take us to the table as it retransforms into the statue. And that's where we roll this.
It probably has some rope around it right now because I haven't taken the rope off me yet.
And
it's gonna throw me around.
It's Larissa made it waste a turn. It's gonna just try and slam into Larissa for its first attack.
Mm-hmm.
Getting a 23 to hit. Yeah, absolutely. Sentinel attack it.
Yes, that hits.
Larissa, you take 32 points of damage. 19 bludgeoning and 13 force damage. As Dread, you do indeed hit it. You don't have advantage anymore, but you do hit it for 6 more slashing. And then it'll turn around and slam into Dread. Dread getting a 20 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
As another fist just kind of whacks Dread. Dread, you take 16 bludgeoning damage, reduced to 8, and 9 force damage. That will end the table's turn. Taking us an arrow. Still slowed down, unfortunately. Yeah.
So we're going to have Rafi attack again. So his first attack.
13 is going to miss. No advantage, so it'd be a 10 technically.
Yeah. And it is second attack
Does
23.
Does hit. We'll take 13 force damage.
What's the force damage?
Nice. Yeah, this stone statue that was once a table seems to be pretty worse for wear.
And that'll be it. So we're gonna do a wisdom check.
Yeah. You are still slowed down.
Oh man.
Which will take us to Zom.
Have it make its own wisdom check. I will toll some dead.
Okay.
Can't think it should be too wise.
I got a 17.
That's the number.
It is wise enough, apparently. As it doesn't, you don't know if it has holes where its ears would be to hear the tolling.
No, I want the shield. Never mind. I will not. All right, yep, that's good. I'll move it. Not that it really matters, but I'll step towards.
Little reposition. Got 2 in one corner, 2 in another corner, and 2 in another. Will take us to Dude, who's kind of floating around here.
As it reforms itself, I'll start kicking at it.
Kicking away.
Oh, not advantage.
Not at advantage. It's interesting that it rolled it. Oh, but a 24 will hit it, though.
Why did I do that?
Good.
For 8 points of... We'll do Keep of Thunder.
All right, keep him with the thunder. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, that's right. And then second attack. There we go.
17's gonna be a miss.
Man.
As you kick into it, and you just get a foot full of stone, and you hit one of the harder parts of its stone body.
All right. I'll take that. Go with that. Flow with it. My bonus action. I'll hit it again. I will not hit it.
As you go and try and hit it again, it almost kind of hand out blocks your attack, much like that picture is kind of right there. Just go blur.
That's it.
All right, that will take us to Larissa.
Okay. I am getting rather tired of you.
I think that's the exhaustion
And
talking.
potentially, I'm gonna do another Eldritch Blast.
All right.
At disadvantage.
Yes.
Yeah, because we're in close range.
Yes. Ooh, one of them hit.
One of them hits.
As you quickly blast out one of them for 10 points of damage. The other two, you're good. The other two, it just kind of deflects away.
And bonus action. I am going to take a refreshing step.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. How far can I go? Still within range. There.
All right. In here, you can actually see a couple of things. You just note that there's looks to be open air to the north of you, with a large ballista pointing outward. Ballista bolts scattered across the floor, and to the south looks like a long corridor, and possibly a balcony. Interesting. But yeah, that will take us to the Dread, the Jeff.
The Dread Jeff. He gonna attack.
The Dread.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna, since I have a bonus action again, I forgot last time. I'm gonna turn my sword on fire.
Light that sword on fire.
And then I'm gonna attack.
All right. It's flame
recklessly.
on.
Sorry.
Yeah, 25 will hit.
You know what? Screw it. I really want to get this thing in that hole. I'm pushing attack again.
Sure. It seems unmoved.
Dang it.
But it will take all the extra damage. Yeah, carving into it really well with that flame tongue scimitar. Oddly enough, stone isn't resistant to bludgeoning,
To fire?
to slashing or fire damage.
It's like, you would make a terrible fireplace. Second scimitar attack.
All right. 28 will hit.
And take off the superiority die. Damage.
But it is flaming. It'll take 17 points of damage. As this table golem seems like it's not long for this, I don't know, animated life.
Dang it, 17.
17 just misses.
And that's my turn.
Alrighty. No, still not back. So that will take it to its turn as the mechanical robot table creature whirs around. It will slam into the dread. At advantage? Getting an 18 with its first attack.
That hits.
As it rolls not great damage, you take 14 bludgeoning, reduced to 7, and 4 force damage. You know what? You've taken it. You did a sizable chunk there. It'll slam into you again.
How much force damage? 4?
4, yeah. Getting a 12 to hit, as it seems to be kind of slowing down. It's crunching against its own body. You hear the stone grinding on stone, and that ends its turn. Taking us to Nero.
All right. Again, let's see if Robbie can hit it.
Robbie
23.
does indeed hit it.
For 12 force damage.
All right, yeah, he starts
His first
clawing,
attack.
clawing along its backside as you can see it is crumbling.
And his second attack.
It's gonna be a miss.
And then hopefully we're not slowed anymore.
You are still slowed.
It doesn't want me to be unslowed.
It might fail its save sometime. We'll find out eventually. That will take us to Zam. You see the stone golem crumbling.
It's crumbling, hey. Do I want to roll a die? No, I'm going to make it roll a die. I will toll dead.
All right.
Wisdom.
It will make a wisdom save. And got a 19.
Well, okay. I guess I will roll a die. I'll use my bonus action and make an attack.
All right.
He takes 3 points of damage.
3 points of damage is enough to do it. As you barely graze it, it kind of gets toppled over nearly. You know what? Nero, give me a dex save. Yeah, it is at disadvantage because you're slowed in this moment. It's fitting. I'm going to say, Nero, you take 2 points of damage as the stone golem crumbles and tumbles back onto you from the little graze that Zom did against it.
I did not. I have 80 damage.
As you're no longer slowed anymore.
Oh, I still attempt. Okay.
What?
Golem inside of a robot. Disguised as a table.
Yeah. Now there are scrolls and all those things that were on the table are scattered about the space.
Does it look like broken pieces of table, or does it look like a broken stone golem?
I would say it didn't have a chance to revert, so it would look like a broken stone golem.
How big is the head of this stone golem?
I would say it's, for the most part, crumbled, but the head would probably be as big as your chest. Probably
I think
two.
I can get
probably.
that in the bag.
Tell you what, you can try. Give me an athletics check. Try and shove it in there. Or a sleight of hand. With a 7,
Why I don't roll dice?
You risk tearing the golem's risk tearing the bag if you try to put the golem's head in it.
Unfortunate. Not that the bag's doing anything else. It would be fun.
If you want that head, I can tie it to my back.
There are a bunch of maps and scrolls about you could probably fit in your bag. Just saying.
Are they magical scrolls, or are they just scrolls? Paper.
They're all on the floor. They can't be that important if they're on the floor.
Well, they were on this table.
The table became a standing thing. I don't think they were on the floor.
No, they were on the table once we came up, and when Larissa took one, well.
Oh, so Larissa went around touching stuff this time.
She's also going around, walking around to look at the map.
Are we still in initiative?
No, we're not. Okay, sorry.
Go through these scrolls and see what we've got.
Yeah, it would seem that these are old scrolls of the topography and historical collections of the creation of Landro. These would probably be worth a lot of money to someone. You're sure you could... Nothing magical, but they definitely would hold value to numerous people. You're sure you could probably sell them in sigil for a good chunk of money.
This one has instructions on how to make Landro, so we should burn it.
It
doesn't have like the it just
we
like
are not
kind of
burning
like, you know,
anything.
The process, but it has like battle plans and like things that might have never happened. You know, things that could have been.
I don't know how much money people pay for shit like this.
You know how much destruction something like this can cause?
Oh, please, I'm not looking at the end of the world already.
But if we can make it, we can protect things with it, like, you know, Neverwinter.
I mean, this thing just kind of stood up and fell over.
This thing's never moved.
Well,
it stood up, it flew over to a mountain and then dropped into it as the magic failed. They got disrupted by something.
So it's still
jumped.
Yeah, see, obviously, the blueprints aren't foolproof. Obviously, they're a failed experiment, but it's knowledge. And I know several people who would pay and would honestly chop off their hand to get their other hand on something like this.
Yeah, but it's dangerous knowledge.
Dread raises his left hand. It's like, yeah, me. Give it.
Yep. And we're the people who have to stop them from using it to destroy cities.
But I'm not evil. I'm not going to destroy a city. I'm gonna help the cities.
It's less blueprints, mostly topography and geography maps. I will say
Dredd doesn't know that. He hasn't looked at it. Zom told him it's the blueprints for making this thing, and he's like, I want that.
Please, can we just keep them, please?
It's just pictures. It's not really instructions.
There'd be like
exactly.
Like office planning stuff, like this is where we're gonna have the sleeping quarters, and we're gonna have magic that'll help people sleep when they're not tired, or we're gonna have an alchemy lab down here. or
like something that looks like this, but nothing that works.
Yeah. It'll probably also discuss the creation of the gravity wells.
All right. But in 5 years, when we have to destroy one,
then it will be an epic
Sam,
battle.
we're all working under the idea that there is going to be a 5 years time. So,
yeah, I wanted it to be better.
Right.
So I'm gonna gather up the rope that I have that's kind of like trailing down the hole. I'm gonna look over at Zom and be like, "Hey Zom, you want some head?" As I'm trying to wrap it around the other head of the golem.
Really don't think you should be dragging that around.
I thought you wanted it.
I believe you're about to climb a whole another shaft, so
I'm a strong boy.
It does go up another like 60 or so feet.
Yep, gonna tie that to myself and like a baby Bjorn.
Anything on? And then we'll just go on this side to check if there's anything interesting on that side.
Yeah, looking out, this is the arms. Like the shoulders go out. Like there would be what looks to be probably walkways that are, for the most part, open air. They do have small railings, like kind of like openings that you could probably fit your head or a few arms. Perfect vantage point to shoot arrows or magic from. But Larissa, you would see the long hall that is the arm. Oddly enough, you feel like you're walking straight, like gravitationally flat, but you know for a fact you are walking at an angle. But like there's gravity that is making you feel like you're walking on flat surface. Narrow. Looking around, this side seems to be a little more broken than the other, and is actually kind of half embedded into. Yeah, it's actually embedded into the mountain a little bit. And I would say with your vision, yeah, you can see inside over here. Looks like a ruined 30-foot tall chamber, as chambers in here are quite tall. Is for the most part bare, aside from several bits of wreckage within. But there is a large wooden chest within it. Ostentatious, dark walnut planks kind of shimmer in the darkness. And it does
I got a
iron straps up here, gilded with a thick sheet of gold leaf. But you also can easily see an iron padlock crafted. Looks kind of different from here. It's hard to see from far away.
So if Nero tells me a chest is over there, I will temporarily abandon my project of wrapping this header up and come over to him.
Okay.
You point right down there. There's a chest with a padlock. And
sweet. I'll go. I'm gonna stop in this doorway and look for traps.
Yeah, give me a investigation check. Meanwhile, Larissa over here would be. Looks like you can tell down into the darkened area. Looks like iron bars are lining the sides of the hallway. Locked iron door either side, but there's that kind of open air that you saw there, and it does wrap around. And it continues for quite some time. But Dread with a 17 on your investigation. No, doesn't look trapped. It looks worn and untraveled in some time.
All right, then I'm gonna go over to the treasure chest thingy.
Yeah, you would see this.
I was gonna follow him.
Nothing really in here besides the chest. Iron straps, like I said, gilded with a thick sheet of gold leaf. And
I'm gonna ask Nero, hey Nero, take like 10 steps back real quick. just in
All right.
case. And then I'm gonna
All right.
attempt to unlock this treasure chest.
Yeah. As you touch the treasure chest to unlock it, I need you to give
It
me
transforms.
it doesn't transform. No, it just tries to bite you.
It's a mimic. You wanted a deck save, I'm guessing?
No, it just happens, I think.
Oh, no.
Make an attack or
I got a 25 on its attack roll.
Oh, yeah, that just happens.
As Dread, you take 17 points of piercing damage. Reduced to 8 because you're raging still. It hadn't been long. And 15 points of acid damage.
Reduced to 7.
Do you reduce acid? Yeah, you do. That's right. You took that. Yep. Yeah, reduce to 7. And yeah, we'll roll initiative there.
Fuck.
As he gets bit and is stuck to a mimic.
Oh, it shouldn't be 16. Shouldn't be disadvantage.
I mean, I told you to step back for a reason.
It shouldn't be a disadvantage.
So just change to a 16. You're good.
I don't even know. I don't even know why it was a disadvantage.
I don't know. Fair enough. As Zom, you hear a struggle down the hallway.
Tom doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, so I don't. No one called out. You would hear Dread say shit. That's really about it.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
Let's
so
see
can you
what's
assume the dread's doing something?
I'll just
You never know what it is.
move back into the central area. Like, did you? But you think we should go check that out?
I'm planning on it. I'll get around to it probably.
Well, I don't want to leave her by herself over there. So I don't know. Yell if you need anything.
Sounds good.
Fair enough.
Something interesting to do?
Yeah.
Nope, not really.
That will take us to Nero then.
All right, then. Attorney, just marked this one. I'm guessing it hasn't been an hour yet, so.
Yeah, nah, you're good.
Turn it to this one, and then we're going to shoot it with the longbow.
Yeah.
14.
14 hits this non-moving mimic that is starting to grab a hold of Dread.
For 11.
We'll take 11 points of damage.
And second attack.
Absolutely
15.
hit it. Yeah. 15.
For 15.
Nice.
And
arrows go into the eyes of this many-toothed treasure chest.
And then Robbie's going to move, and that'll be it.
All right. That's going to take us to the... Oh, dude, what's your dex? You definitely go first.
Stacks,
Yeah, my dex is
20.
Oh, sorry.
Dude, not Dread. Dude, what are you up to?
Too many D names.
Yeah, that's true.
At least not E. I will meander ever so gracefully this direction.
Yeah.
I will
You see what you see.
Alright, so Narrow's kind of...
You see Dread half inside of a treasure chest. Clearly tell that the treasure chest has teeth.
Alright, so I can only get to about there with my movement. That's not close enough to do nothing. Alright, I'll just bonus action, step to the wind without spending a focus point
Yeah.
to get into the room. And I'll look over at Dread as he's in the chest. Hey, buddy, you good? Need help?
I'm fine, but help is okay if you want.
I'll try and rip this thing in half.
All right. You Judy chop it?
Chopping it in half.
All right. 17 absolutely hits it as your hand gets stuck to it.
I'll do 4 points. We're doing cold. Can I get stuck?
You
That's
are
not good.
your hand is stuck.
That's no good. I don't want to get my other hand stuck. Alright, that'll do it.
All right. We'll then take it to the mimic. Mimic's gonna. Oh boy. You just have the grappled condition, so it's not restrained. So both of you guys would have the grappled condition. It's gonna try to bite onto. Yeah, it'll keep biting onto Dread. Getting a 22 to hit.
That hits.
Oh, it has advantage on attacks that are it's grappled. Let me just to see. Opposite of crit fishing. Rolled a 1. So you take 11 points of piercing reduced to 5 and 5 points of acid reduced to 2. Like 7 points of damage. Ending the mimic's turn, taking us to Larissa. You hear some noise down the hall. You don't know.
Yeah, what are they up to?
Zom seems unconcerned. He's about to head back your way.
I just go towards Zom. I was like, do you know what's happening?
Dude went to check it out, but I haven't heard anything yet.
Okay. I'm sure they can handle it. I'm feeling a bit tired anyway.
Fair enough.
End of turn.
Yeah, I'll take it to Jeffrey.
Well, seeing as how the dude is stuck, I'm going to not use my weapons because I don't want them to get stuck.
Sure.
I've gone through a lot to get these weapons.
Yep.
Paid way too much money. Let's see, what do I have in my bag of tricks? Can I just shove an alchemist fire inside of this thing to make it
Sure.
explode?
You'll probably take some fire damage, but absolutely.
Yeah, I've got one left, so I'll use that.
So give me a, what is it? Do you have an alchemist
It's
fire?
1d4?
Yeah, throw an alchemist fire. It's a dexterity save.
It's-
I'll give it. I'll make it make a dex
I'm just
save.
like I'm inside of it. I want to like literally take my fist
It
and
got a
shove
14,
it in there and crack it with my fist.
yeah, it fails as it
Cool.
as it starts burning. I need you to make the same dex save.
That 2d6 stuff is
I'm gonna
too
say
much
a disadvantage, so straight roll. Yeah, it'll take 3 points of alchemist fire damage. As it burns.
And I take 1 point of alchemist fire damage.
And you'll take 1 point of fire damage as Dread, your hand is on fire.
Alright, so it's my action to throw that.
Mm-hmm. Anything else for Dread?
I don't think so.
Alright. Zom, you just chilling? They still haven't called for you.
I'll walk that way. But... Is everything okay?
Yeah, just
It's
my
just-
little mimic.
It's just a slog. I'll get it eventually.
'Cause
You can help if you want.
As you would see little bits of fire, kind of like firelight, start streaming from that area.
Maybe little flames licking up Dread's arm.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to dash, but I'll just move in and look. Now I can see what's going on.
You can see what you see.
10:30. That's fine.
That'll take us to Narrow.
So Dread is halfway in it, right?
Yeah, he did like his arms in it, and his other arm like shoved into it with an alchemist fire. So, yeah.
So he's not. So Ravi's not. No, because I was gonna have Ravi literally go 20 feet in a straight line, but he's not able to do that to get to the mimic.
Yes, he cannot
It's
charge.
red right there. All right. So in that case, we're just gonna do a longbow attack. 25.
Absolutely hits the mimic. Ooh.
For 17.
As you hit the mimic right in its mouth, as it looks like it's opening up a little bit more to get a bigger chomp of dread there. You like just goes right into its throat, the arrow, as it starts opening up and splitting open and gagging as it starts to melt in burning silvery liquid as it's gone.
You all right there, Dread?
Dread will take 1 point of damage. And we'll hop out of combat.
Yeah, I'm fine. And as I, kind of pat the flames out of my arm, it's like scarring up my beautiful features. Yeah, well, that's disappointing. Nothing here but this mimic goo.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
it's a shame. But it happens.
Sometimes more often than others. As I just kind of like sadly walk away. Is this
There's
path
another
blocked?
hallway you can look down.
Yeah, that is a you can kind of look down, but there's fog around. That is the mountainside there.
Okay. I mean, I'm gonna check and see if there's anything down this way.
That is you're jumping off the side of the creature into.
Oh, okay.
Also, you can't. So that's kind of like a ledge. Like there's a little maybe foot tall opening between that and the ceiling.
Okay.
Like kind of like perfect like arrow slits, like like in a bunker.
And that's also out into nothingness.
Yes, you can kind of make out the arm that's dangling downward a little bit on the other side.
All right.
All right. Then I'll make my way downtown to the other arm. Actually,
it also just opens up and you can kind of see the backside of the robot a little bit. But yeah, this side is embedded into the mountainside here. And the other arm does go on for like a good ways.
y'all want to check out the other arm? I would like to.
Or you can go up into its throat. Entirely your call.
Is where we
I'm
need to
I'm
go,
asking the group.
If you want to.
I mean, was it Larissa down there?
Do you see anything over there, Arissa?
She didn't go very far.
No.
Mm.
It was dark. It was dreary.
All right, well, I got you.
Nothing
I
really stood
pull out
out.
a torch and light the torch.
You got a flaming scimitar.
Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting stupid shit. It's okay. No, I refuse. I still take out a torch and light a torch.
Sure.
He uses his scimitar to light up the torch.
Yeah, exactly.
Excellent idea. I love it.
Yep. Yeah, you can see what looks to be like bars and walls going in here. A little opening, kind of like this balcony, but it has a railing that goes up maybe about 2.5, 3 feet, and then there's like a foot gap, and then it meets the ceiling. So it's not meant to be like walked out of or jumped over. But you probably could if you really were inclined to do so.
I mean, I'm on the search for stuff, so I'm gonna first go down as far as I can towards the fist.
All right. Is everyone leaving Dread to his own devices?
Probably a bad idea.
Yeah, no. Arrow's gonna go behind him.
I'm just shadowing the expedition.
We'll say like down the way. You can see more openings along like its elbow. But eventually past all these holding cells, which are empty and unused, it never got a chance to use them. Further on looks to be a small 15-foot tall chamber that the only thing that's in it is a metal hatch in the floor and looks like a lever in a nearby wall.
Ooh. All right, is it? I'm gonna pull a lever.
Oh boy.
Did he say something?
I think he said he's gonna pull the lever.
Brace for whatever happens next. And then I count to 5 and I pull the lever.
As you pull the lever, the hatch opens up.
I kind of assumed, but I'm like, I just got attacked by a mimic. I figured I'd be a little bit careful for everybody else.
Yeah, no, the hatch just opens up.
Anything in the hatch? Or is it just an escape hatch?
Taken from the hangar sounds awful.
It goes down about 120 feet, 150 feet. Actually, you're not sure how far it goes down because it's foggy.
Just straight into nothingness. Okay, so it's an escape hatch. All right, cool. I'm gonna reseat the lever, like push it back up.
Yeah.
Does the hatch close?
It does.
All right, just want to make sure that, like, if there's something that can fly out there,
actually, I will say, when you have the lever open and the doors open, the hatches open, you can kind of feel this weightlessness for a moment.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'll close the hatch. Like, damn it, nothing down here. Just a way out if we need it. But it's a big drop.
Well, let's head up then.
All right.
All right.
As you all reconvene back in towards the throat, that's where we're going to take our little 5-10 minute break. So we'll pick up there. As you can see, about looks like a 20-foot tall cylinder, equivalent of Landra's throat. Above it, a tangle of metal, almost dangles like a mechanical uvula. But yeah, we will pick up there here in a few minutes, folks, so stick around. We'll be back soon. Alrighty, folks. Welcome back to it. Last we left off, our troop was going up and exploring further in this construct, seeing a table turn into a golem, and a classic mimic treasure chest, but nothing really of true value, or not even definitely your purpose here, as you all prepare to head further up. And that's where we're going to pick up. I will say it has been long enough to where the rage and the elements are no more. Definitely been longer than 10 minutes since the last combat. But yeah, that is where we're picking up.
Wrap it up.
If-
How you
Yeah,
feeling?
before we go-
And can I go ahead
Can we
and
rest, please?
finish attaching this giant golem head to my back?
Sure, it weighs about like 200 pounds.
Sure. I have no idea if that'll over encumber me. I probably will.
It will 100% encumber you. It will 100% like you're gonna be you're not gonna be able to do shit if you're carrying this.
Oh, I wanted
I will
it.
say for ease
All
of
right.
it, what you could do if you wanted to take a bit of it, you could take like its eyes or its like central like crest or something and put it in Zom's bag.
Is there a core, perhaps?
That's
Do it.
like the central crest kind of thing.
Okay, yeah, then I'll take that.
It would still weigh considerable amount,
Yeah,
My
I'll
bag,
carry it.
but
Your bag?
but you could
Okay,
put
I'll
it
put it in Zal's bag.
in a bag of holding,
Yeah, I'll do that.
as you have one of those. Yeah, you can put in that you got a stone golem crest.
I just put chess piece of golem
Yeah,
with question marks next to its value.
gotcha. But yeah, what, pray tell, are you doing?
I guess we're headed up. I don't know. Larissa, you were saying something, but
Can we just have a bit of a rest, please?
You got any health potions on you there, Russ?
Not that I know of.
I think I have a greater healing. Yeah, I have a greater healing potion on me that I'll give to Marissa. Here, you can hold on to this in case you need it.
In case I need it. Thank you.
She's wanting to take a short rest.
That's
I wanna
fine,
take
but
a
I was just
short
like,
rest.
for next time, if she needs it,
Yeah,
like in the middle of a battle, and I'm not there to like get it to her, I'm gonna give her the so she can use her own bonus action to take it.
Thank you.
I mean, we can try to get an hour. I don't know, but don't know if we can. But
Okay, let me just see.
we're
Yeah.
not under any immediate threat.
yeah. You haven't noticed anything traveling along this the space here. A short rest is one that can be easily had in this space. No problems.
Please.
Yeah, could do some. Give us some time to go over the maps and everything, and just
Yeah.
relax.
Yeah, you guys can spend an hour by this crumbled table golem, and yeah, it would seem it's the Mournland before it was the Mournland. Like the landscape seems totally changed. Also, plenty of numerous landscapes that you are unfamiliar with in this world. but they're very well crafted and very thorough. It's not like they're definitely going to be valuable to somebody. Anyone with any knowledge of Eberron. Yeah, you guys get a long rest or a short rest in? Absolutely. Is there anything else you'd like to do while you're taking the short rest? All right. Just chilling, looking over the maps. Easy enough. Once your short rest is complete, how do you proceed?
Yes, we're going up.
Dred still has his climbing gear ready.
Yep, I'll head up that hill.
All right. It's a relatively easy climb with all of the broken stone along it.
Well, if it looks like it's going to be an easy climb, I'll probably
climbing
take
gear
off the gear before.
might help you.
Would help.
It's
Right,
not gonna be disadvantageous, and it will also help others possibly.
All right, then I'll keep going.
Who's going up behind Dred?
I was going to start climbing behind him. There, Ravi close by.
Okay.
The best healing you can do.
Dred's bringing up the rear. Or Dred, dude. Dexter. Uh-oh.
Looking at
all Larissa's hit points just went away.
Yeah, I'm trying to fix them now. I'm dead.
And she's
no.
I'm back.
Hit points to see if anybody needed healing. Right, 77 and.
Yeah, so now you can actually see the hit point numbers. Not just that bar.
Even without it there. 2/3.
Mm-hmm.
He's not even. 3 hit dice? Is that all you had?
Me? No, I had like three left. I was just going to save them in case.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
well,
sorry.
Him, too.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
He left 60 points on the table.
Table's broken.
To him, which is 100. He left 120 hit points out there.
Choice he may soon not live to regret. We'll find out.
My first character.
Gonna happen at some point. But yeah, as you guys start climbing up, we'll need athletics checks from everyone except for Nero and Robbie.
I have a climb speed.
Oh, you do? Okay, so no athletics check from you necessary.
And I get advantage because of the climbing gear?
I'll give you advantage because of the climbing gear. It's not a too terribly hard thing to climb. Like, it's, yeah.
Nice. I got a nat 20.
With the nat 20, I'll say you can give Larissa advantage on her athletics check.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
I was going to say one person, but Larissa's the only one who hasn't rolled.
I would have picked her anyway.
Yeah.
So.
Trying to point out the different handholds.
I fucking need it. Fuck me.
Oh, God.
With the 3, as you...
I'm still tired.
Can I do a dex seeing her about to fall and grab her?
No, this is pretty appropriate. I would like everyone to give me a dexterity save. And Larissa, I would like yours to be made at disadvantage. As you're getting about halfway up this tube, maybe 30 or 20 or so feet up, you would see this jumble above you start whirring as water starts flooding down the chamber.
I've got a question.
Yeah.
May I use Dimension Door instead? And just no?
No. This is something that happens
So
like
it's a dex
immediately.
save.
Just
Immediately?
a dex save at disadvantage, yes.
Okay. Fail. Oh, didn't do too
How
terribly.
interesting. Dread gets plummeted down along with Larissa. And the Beast of the Land and Ravi.
Can I rage while I'm falling?
No. You each take 22 points of bludgeoning damage as you are thrust to the bottom, way back down. 22 points of bludgeoning damage plus I need you each to give me another Constitution save. Or a Constitution save. As you actually hit the bottom.
I clutched.
Dread will take 12 more points of bludgeoning damage. Larissa will take 24 points of bludgeoning damage. Ravi will take 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, Ravi's dead.
Ravi's dead.
He goes unconscious.
The rest of you guys do take... Is it for half? No. You avoid it. As they just get knocked way down. About 50 feet.
I will pop down after him.
Okay. Yeah, so Larissa took 22 plus 24. Dread took 22 plus 12.
Well, no. I just looked at the Dread and I was like, are you willing to come along with me? As I reach out a hand.
Yeah, sure. As I kind of laying there, I reach over my hand, let's go, please.
Door.
Where are you dimensioning door? As you do see dudes starting to climb down, but
I just dropped.
You just drop?
Yeah, I just dropped.
I think it's slow fall.
Yeah.
We'll ignore.
He can climb back up.
70.
Yeah, he can climb back up. Larissa and Dread, where are you guys wanting to teleport? Or Larissa, where are you wanting to teleport?
How far did we fall?
At what?
How far did we fall?
You fell about 60 feet. Or 50 feet.
60 feet? And how far away from the top were we?
About 40? Yeah.
Okay. I would like to travel upwards. 100 feet.
Okay.
If I could, please. With Jeffrey in tow.
Absolutely. As you two disappear... dude, you just see him just vanish. I'm gonna delete you guys from the map for a second.
Well, is that new? Oh well. I'll start climbing back up.
Okay.
The shaft.
Fair enough. What are Zom and Nero doing?
I'm slowly climbing up a shaft.
Okay. As Dread and Larissa teleported to a space way above everything. You can see In this chamber, dripping pipes and rusty chains hang from this 15-foot-high ceiling. Deep red light courses rhythmically through the pipes, which converge on a large object atop a circular dais. The object resembles an oversized brain made of an iron gray reddish ceramic. Surface molded with countless grooves form mesmerizing patterns. A crack along the ceramic's brain frontal lobe leaks a thin gray liquid that pools around the dais. Floating above the brain and scattering light across the room is a small, slender object. Piece of the rod.
Okay. Let's not touch anything until the others are here.
But it's a giant brain.
Don't care. I'm not touching anything.
Yeah, I'm not touching anything. I'm like listening to Larissa, but I'm just like in awe of this giant metal brain.
It's bloody weird. I wonder if that's where all the grey matter stuff comes from.
It is weird.
Does it just create gray matter and like constantly pumping it out and have a number to begin with? This is
You would
bizarre.
see this. Oh, jeez. I didn't expect you guys to just teleport up there. But you would see a swirling mass of that gray matter fluid animate around.
I'm going to go into a rage.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I don't trust anything right now.
Yeah, you would see this swirling mass of this grayish liquid form.
Like, swirling masses of gray liquid make me angry.
You rage, easily done.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Like, what the fuck are you?
What is your purpose?
We seek an artifact.
Oh.
Our purpose in life. Our purpose here.
My purpose in life is
a very broad question.
Where are you from?
Okay.
Who are you?
Somewhere else.
I'm Dread.
Hello,
I'm
Dread.
from Neverwinter.
Where is this Neverwinter?
It's a different planet. What are you? Do you have a name?
That isn't as interesting. You can call me Landro.
Hey, Landro. Bro.
What are you doing here?
We are searching for something.
Oh. What are you searching for?
An artifact that a great wizard has requested us find.
A great wizard?
Mm-hmm.
That sounds magnificent.
I'm sure to the average person it would be magnificent.
Oh.
So what's your purpose? You asked us ours.
Oh no, I'm just saying to someone outside of the situation, looking in,
my purpose
it would seem magnificent.
Unimportant.
Well, I mean, it's important to me. I've never met someone like you. You're pretty fucking cool, and I'd say you're above average compared to these other, broken down giant robots we found.
I appreciate that. I am not a giant, as you say, robot, though.
Well, you're inside one. Like, I imagine this is your brain here, and they attached this robot to you.
Yes.
Somehow captured you, maybe? Yeah.
I was created by Siren mages to control the Colossus named Landro. And, well, on the day of deployment, the Colossus teleported halfway into this mountain, where it has remained since. unable to wrench the body from Mount Ironrot, unfortunately.
Oh.
Until recently, I have been sleeping.
So what caused you to teleport?
Woke you.
I am uncertain. Some magical anomaly must have occurred, disrupting the mage's ceremony.
I was hoping to teleport you out of the mountain. If we could do that, then you could move again.
If that were possible, I am sure they would have done it already. I'm sure they are working diligently on it.
I don't think so.
Who is they?
Can you tell what's going on the outside?
The Siren Mages, of course. No, a terrible fog has covered everything. Meanwhile, our trio heading upward as you are heading up. I would need each of you to make dexterity saves. As you see the mechanical guts of what must have been a magical cannon torn from the platform of a room below where she is. To the south, a 3-foot-tall ledge is all that separates the chamber from open air. If not for the dense mist of the Mournland, this window would afford a spectacular view. But also in this room, as you're climbing up, would be a not so fun. Let me get that light, get that camera over there. A not so fun pulsing of electricity shooting daggers as Zom is immediately struck by one. And takes, double check, 21 points of piercing, reduced to 15, right?
16 minus 5.
Yep. And are knocked prone while the other two evade it deftly. And you can see 2 metallic foes ready to strike. We're going to roll initiative. Dread and Larissa would have disadvantage on this. They would have advantage. Yeah, we'll keep that 19. Nice. As dude, you are up first. As you guys are climbing up, you can feel that magical pulse of a dart shoot forward as Zom gets struck by one of them.
Well, we meet again. How's it going, buddies? I'll rush one and try and beat him up.
Yep. As you rush up to this guy, he does strike out with his glaive. Getting a 14 to hit.
Missing. Slide underneath.
Yeah, as you miss too, it kind of throws you both off balance a little bit as you try and slide across this broken mechanical thing that he was kind of hiding behind. You just probably have to go like here.
Okay. Second attack. Follow up.
Follow up with 22 will hit.
We'll make that a stunning strike.
Okay, going for a stunning.
15 points of force damage.
Ooh, you got a 21 on his save.
Good. Right, I will do a flurry of blows and I'll spend a focus point. 3 attacks.
3 attacks. First one's at advantage.
27 or a
27.
17. We'll do 27. And then the second attack will be a
22. will just hit. Yeah.
And a third one for 25.
25 will also hit.
Okay. For 14.
One of your strikes doesn't seem to do as much as you were hoping, as he deflects a little bit of it. Ooh, reroll that.
And 11. All force.
Nice.
That will do it for my turn.
Alright, that will take us to this guy's turn. Whirling his glaive around, you can see steam start to emit from his body. And quickly rushes around you. And will first try to launch a bolt from their chest into you.
I will give him disadvantage.
Okay, getting a 10 to hit.
Missing.
And then we'll strike out with their glaive. Getting an 11 to hit.
Misses.
And then they're going to try to push you. Unarmed strike.
Don't be rude.
Getting a 13 to hit.
Missing.
Ending their turn, taking us to Rack. Quickly leaps around, looks to the others. You'll be fine. Rushes out to Dude and will first try to stab out with a arm blade.
Well, bring it on.
Getting an 18 to hit.
Meets beats.
Take 12 points of slashing damage.
Take it.
Second arm blade getting a 23 to hit.
It's
Take 12 more points of slashing damage. And a third arm blade. Well, actually, they're going to try to push you. Yeah, they'll try
24 total so far.
Yeah, they're going to try to push you. Getting a 22 to hit you. So, need a strength or dexterity save. Oh, yeah.
30.
Yeah, you are not being pushed around as they're trying to push you over the edge. We'll end their turn.
Where's the edge? Over there.
Which will take us to Narrow. As I would say, Dread and Larissa would hear sounds of a battle not but like 15, 20 feet below you. Narrow, what's up? Actually, you started your turn. I totally forgot to do this for Dude.
That was muted.
Dex save.
Alright, dex save.
Yeah, you're golden. Little zap of electricity.
Alright, so we're gonna move right there, and we're gonna use Conjure Barrage to eat these two. Let's be a dex save.
Yeah. Got a 19 and a 19.
Okay, so they would take half of this.
As you launch arrows, half of 12. So they don't take the hunter's mark. They will take 12.
Oh, yeah.
They took 6 each.
Let me remove the hunter's mark.
And -2 because they don't take bracelet of archery, so they take 10. What did you roll? All ones?
3, 3, 1, 2, 1.
Yeah, it was mostly all ones.
Oh, so it'd just be 10. They'll take 10 each. Gotcha.
10, yeah. And
Doesn't do too much to them.
no. That'll be it.
All right, that will take us to Larissa. You hear sounds of struggle below. You're unsure what's happening down there. No one called out or anything, though.
My bugger.
There's someone talking.
I'm gonna.
There's this silvery liquid creature still looking around towards you. Well, that's interesting. Where will you go
What
after
is-
this?
Pardon? Sorry?
Where will you go after this? Oh.
Oh, boo.
It would seem they are close by. That's unfortunate.
Your friends.
Not mine.
The
No.
siren.
No, there
No?
haven't been real sirens here in some time. As it quickly folds back into the brain.
Okay. I'd say that it probably doesn't approve of these guys. If I like go to the edge and lean over, can I see anything or no?
Edge of what? The brain? I mean, you can see
The edge of this.
You do see the fragment embedded into its into the brain thing. Fragment of the rod.
Okay. Please don't be angry at me, but this is the artifact we're looking for. May we take it, please? I say to, I guess, where the creature went back in. As I point towards the rod.
It won't have time to respond. That's okay. It's already talked enough this turn. It seemed to retreat into the brain.
I will. Should I just take it? I say that and I take it. I grab it.
Okay.
And I proceed to die.
I mean, I will say there's a chance. As you grab it. You would see red lights flaring as the water starts pooling out, or the gray matter starts pooling out. 4 walls around this area disappear that would each reveal small sentinels within. As they start to animate towards you. Now I get to roll initiative for them.
Did she get the object?
You do indeed get the piece of the rod. Is it doing them separate? It is. Cool. Anything else for Larissa?
Can I throw it down the hole?
Absolutely. As you feel everything in this start to shift suddenly. Yeah, you throw the rod piece down the hole. Those of you in this room see something go falling down. So far down. Anything else for Larissa?
Or do I have anything left?
Yeah, none of that stuff. That was all just like whatever item interactions.
Oh, that wasn't?
Yeah, that was.
So I still have technically like an action in that?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay. I didn't realize that. Okay. They're gonna be doing damage to me, so we might as well do damage to them at the same time. I am going to cast Yolanda's. Let me actually see what it's actually called. Yolanda's Regal Presence.
Okay, tell us about that.
It won't work on them anyway because they're fucking robots. Bastards.
Maybe not.
That's that thing that won't work on them. I hate robots.
You only have to deal with them in one other chapter.
I'll cast mirror image on myself.
Okay, you cast mirror image on yourself.
I'll cast mirror image. Yeah.
Anything else for your turn?
And then I am going to Misty Step over here, if I can. A refreshing Misty Step, so I gain a few D10 temporary points.
I do need a wisdom saving throw, actually, real quick.
Oh, yay. Okay. I am going to spend a lucky point to give myself advantage.
Fair enough.
I have not been rolling well. Okay.
Nat freaking 20, yeah.
Okay, that's the end of my turn now.
All right. You would hear a soothing voice announce, 1 minute until self-destruct. As you would all hear it echo throughout the entire space. Taking us to this creature. It will actually strike out at you as you try and run away from it.
Okay. Oh, can it? Because I thought that Misty Step didn't provoke.
You Misty Step.
Yeah, I Misty Step.
I got you. I forgot about it. Gotcha. So it will... Dread, you're close. It's going to rush up to Dread. Try and fist Dread, getting a 15 to hit.
That is my AC. Fist away.
Dread, you take 9 points of bludgeoning damage, reduced to 4, and 6 points of force damage. And you would also... I just want to double check, make sure I'm not doing this right. Or make sure I am doing it.
Make sure you're not doing it right.
I want to make sure I'm doing it wrong, okay? Just let me do it wrong. Jeez.
Wrong is always an option.
Yeah, it'll smash at you again. Getting a 25 to hit.
That hits.
You take 10 bludgeoning and 12 force damage. So 5 and 12.
17.
That will take us to the other one right next to you. Gonna do the same. Playing fisticuffs with you, getting a nat 1 and a 21 to hit.
The 21 hits.
Yeah, nat 1 obviously missing. The 21 hits you for 14 points of bludgeoning damage, reduced to 7 and 9 force damage as these 4 mechanical near humanoid creatures appear and start just wreaking havoc towards you. Which will take us to Zom. Zom, start of your turn. I need a dex save. You take 16 points of piercing damage at the start.
Alright, 15 feet gets up.
Mm-hmm.
And she just threw the rod piece down the hole.
Yeah, you saw something glistening shoot down the hole, and then you would hear a voice afterwards. Soothing voice.
Yeah.
1 minute until self-destruct.
Do I know it was the rod piece?
What's your perception? Yeah, I mean, it seems somewhat familiar.
And I have been the one connecting with the rod.
Yeah. So you would know it's
current
you would feel
goes,
it go in that direction. Absolutely.
Right. I'm probably gonna do that. But what can I do before I do that?
Jump down after it.
That's the movement part. What can I do before that? I don't have enough movement to do that, right? If I... Oh, I do, because it'll put me there and I'll still have 15 feet of movement. Beautiful. Ah. I get to do it all.
Do it all.
I will cast Steel Wind Strike. A 16 against the little guy.
Yeah. Little guy's a miss.
That's fine, I guess. Where'd it go? So I can roll it again. Steel Wind Strike. 25 against the big guy.
25 will hit that guy.
He'll take 41 points of force damage.
41 points of force damage as you slash across him.
Pop up right here and hope he doesn't have Sentinel because I'm going to use my movement to go down the hole.
He does not have Sentinel, and he will try and strike a serrated blade.
That's fine.
Getting a 13 to hit.
Doesn't hit.
As you leap down the hole?
Yeah, I can't climb.
Okay. Boop, doop, 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 doop. Give me a dexterity save. Let's see this landing.
.22, natural 20.
Nice. With a nat 20, you're going to take 7 points, well, 6 points of bludgeoning damage as you land all the way down there.
Took 6?
Yeah, you take 6 points of damage from fall.
Is it reduced to 1 because of heavy armor?
Sure, why not? You rolled a nat 20. As you leap down, you see the body of Nero's feline companion there, as well as the stone of the rod fragment.
Oh, poor guy. Oh, nice catch. I will retrieve the third piece of the rod.
All right. You have it. Jeffrey.
Place is gonna explode.
Jeffrey, what's up?
Jeffrey's gonna die? I don't know.
He's not in a good space.
All right, I'm going to bonus action second wind.
Okay.
Using my second wind, I get to move without provoking opportunity attacks.
Yeah.
I think half of my speed. I'm going to go over there to Larissa and say, "What the fuck? I'm supposed to be the reckless one." I'm going to grab her and try to go down the hole.
Are you just jumping?
No, I'm going to climb because I have my climbing gear still on.
Okay.
I want to grab her and I want to start climbing down the hole.
Give me an athletics check.
Does Larissa have a choice?
Larissa has a choice? Yeah, always.
I will fight her for this choice.
I think Dread will try to grab onto you regardless. Dread, give me an unarmed strike. She's really easy to hit.
Boom.
Yeah, I'm really easy to hit.
Somehow I just highlighted my entire
character sheet.
Yeah, there we go. Unarmed strike.
Absolutely, yeah. Larissa, you can give me a dex or a strength save if you want to avoid it.
I'm not even going to fucking try.
Yeah. Your first instinct is to resist, but then it's like, ugh, it's Dread. Dread, give me an athletics check. I had advantage because you are raging.
Got a 20.
As you start to climb down, not getting too far with Larissa in hand. That will take us to Dude.
All right. I heard that announcement.
Yep.
All right. Well, buddies, as much as I would like to hang around and, chill, reminisce with you, I think we got to get going.
54 seconds until self-destruct.
I will bonus action Step of the Wind and go up and over these guys, grabbing Nero and diving down the hole.
Okay. As you grab Nero, I need a dexterity save. Just kind of get within that space there.
Natural
Ooh,
20.
nat 20. Quickly dipping with Narrow. What's your movement speed? Fucking 100 feet?
100 with the step.
Are you going all the way down?
Is that where Zam is?
Yeah, you would see him down at the bottom of the hole.
No, we know the exit hatch is in this next one down, right?
Let's
try and go to that exit hatch.
Okay, so that'd be
40 feet down?
50. You'd be able to get to here.
Okay.
As you quickly rush down there, and you know the exit hatch is far away. Down the hole.
All right.
But you get pretty far.
Now let's just stay here for a sec. We're good.
It was a close one.
I'm good. It's my turn.
Shit. Now I gotta think what these two guys are doing. They're gonna run after you. So he's got 100 feet of movement. So he'll get there. Leaping down from where you just came from, you would see serrated bolts shoot towards both. Actually, a glaive strike at both of you.
He can move that far and make attacks. Holy shit.
He's in overdrive. Getting a 16 against Narrow and an 18 against Dude.
It's
16 just meets.
Narrow, you take 12 piercing. Dude, you take 10 slashing as two bolts shoot out of him as well.
I will try and deflect it, and I'll use a focus point and send it back. And I'll make a dex save
On the bolt?
on the bolt.
Well, he got a nat 1 against you, Dude. And a 26 against Narrow.
Didn't he just hit me for 10 points damage?
That was his glaive.
Oh, I can't redirect that one.
I would say flavor-wise, I would say no.
Okay, all right, I'll just take no damage then.
That is fine.
26 definitely hits.
As Narrow, you take 14 piercing damage, and your speed is reduced by 10 at the moment. You have something embedded into you. The other guy, we'll do a wrench there. The other guy doesn't have quite the same amount of movement. He can get there, but that is his movement and action. Taking us up top to some robots that start to slam into. They can kind of reach down and try and slam into Dread as you're holding Larissa. Dread getting a 21 to hit. I'll say that it's only going to be able to make one attack against you, though.
That hits, obviously.
Alright. Dread, you will take 14 bludgeoning, reduced to 7, and 4 force damage. Ending its turn, taking us to Narrow.
Let's see. I'm going to hit this one with a longbow, see if we can hit him.
Okay.
25.
Yeah, you hit him.
And as a bonus action,
Lightning
we're
thing.
going to use Ensnaring Strike.
Oh. What kind of save is that?
Strength save.
You got a 27.
Definitely doesn't work, but still gets the damage from the longbow.
Yep.
for 12.
Nice.
And we're going to do another one. Come on.
14 is going to be a
14.
miss.
Miss. And then he's gonna move. We're gonna move
All right.
just a bit further down there.
As you move away, he will slash out at you with his glaive, as your movement is reduced by 10 at the moment. He got a 14 to hit you.
Misses. It just rolls away.
Anything else for Nero?
Nope. That'll be it.
All right, that will take us to the other guy in the corner up here. He'll go up and try and hit like Larissa from above, just slamming down as you're getting dragged.
Can I interject myself into that to stop that?
If you want to take the hit, you can.
Yeah.
It does a 15 hit.
It does it.
Fair enough. Dread, you take 9 points of bludgeoning, reduced to 4, and 8 points of force damage.
I'm still up.
All right. Which will take us to Larissa. As you guys are climbing down, you may be 5 feet below that lip there. What is Larissa doing?
Okay. I assume I'm basically hanging off of him.
Yeah, he's got like one arm on you and another arm.
You are being covered in his blood as well.
Yeah.
It's just another day, isn't it?
Yep.
Are you willing to come along with me again?
Of course.
Dimension door to the exit shaft, please.
Which one? Where? There are so many places you can exit from.
God fucking damn it. Stop making me think. So Zam is right down at the bottom.
Yeah, you can kind of make him out down there.
Yeah. And
you would have seen
100
Dude
feet away.
and Narrow head down like the middle area. With everybody is split up all over the place.
I think right down at the bottom of the shaft, that's where the legs are. Or that's where the legs should be. And you should be able to get out
Do you
through
want to go to the
there.
legs?
I don't like your tone.
I just want to make sure you know
Yeah.
where you're going.
Get the arm.
Well, I don't know where I'm going.
The chest. The legs are below me. Like,
The legs are below.
yeah,
So
there's the
basically you're
blockage.
at the hips.
I'm right above, because I'm at the control area, so I guess I'm at the stomach, because the passage to the legs is where it was blocked off.
Yeah, you're like yeah, you're right at like the top of the
I'm in the
stern.
torso,
Yeah, you're at the sternum.
below the arms.
Yeah. Where the cockpit was.
I want to go to that place.
That's where you want to go?
Please.
Counter spell. Just joking. Yeah, as you and Dread quickly teleport to tell me where exactly? Exactly.
It should be, I think, about 100 feet downward.
Do you want to still be in the shaft?
100 feet downward, and 20 feet to the side. I don't know.
Okay, I mean that's good enough. Yeah, as you guys would all appear there.
We appear inside some rubble and we die.
No, you're in the cockpit. Anything else for the rest? You still have
Okay.
movement.
I do.
And Dread would not keep holding on to you at this point. Like, I'm gonna fight you. Stay next to me.
Yeah, I shoved the greater healing potion back at his chest. I was like, fucking take this.
She hands you back your healing potion. Anything else for Larissa? You would see flashing red lights everywhere.
Well, look, I would move, but I'd say that Jeffrey's probably got me in a grapple at the moment, so I can't. So, end of turn.
All right. That will take us to... We're gonna do it. They don't even care. They're gonna jump down. Is that 100 feet? Clunk. Clunk. As two large robots land right next to you. They each take a bunch of damage, though. Yeah, two medium robots. They're still big. They're as big as you.
It's like this space is large. There's not room for two of them.
There is not. They are medium-sized robots. As they slam down on the ground, they both will slam into you, attempting to give you the big old 1-2 fist. Getting a 17 and a 20 to hit with the first one.
Miss.
24 and an 18 with the second two attacks.
Take 1 instance of damage.
Alright. As one of them gets a hold of you, you take 13 bludgeoning and 10 force damage.
Minus 10, minus 8.
Yes. Which will end their turn, taking us to your turn, Zom. As you've got the piece of the...
I have what I need.
The piece of the rod.
Yeah, well, 2 people behind me are not in good shape.
Well, J.R. Hiker, NC, is doing a Curing Mist right now. Is that the one that gets everybody?
Yeah.
That one, yeah.
As everyone will get 4... What level are you guys? 13, 14?
13.
You each get 13 points of healing. Thanks to Hiker. Thank you, Hiker.
Thank you very much.
Thank
JR.
Thank you.
Let me read a spell.
Everyone immediately gets 13 points of healing. As you would still hear that. The chime will happen in 2 seconds.
Only 5 feet. That would have been beautiful, but not big enough. I have a flashing red box on my map screen.
You don't like the
That's
flashing?
the alarm.
That's the alarm.
That only affects 5 feet, so that's not big enough. Would have been beautiful, but I can't. Can I upcast it to affect 10 feet? Is that a thing?
What's that?
Stone shape?
Oh.
Unfortunately not. Just gonna step back and seal them in there, but I can't do that.
Unfortunately not.
Do we just go defensive here? Yeah. I'm gonna cast Fire Shield on myself.
Okay. He's going hot? He's going cold?
I'm resistant to fire.
Gotcha.
For the next 10 minutes, and if they hit me, they take 2d8 points of damage.
Alright. Anything else for your turn?
I'm gonna bonus action use my fighter ability and heal myself that I forget I always forget I have.
Bonus action, second wind.
I'll heal 10 hit points.
Nice.
And stand my ground.
Alright.
You don't want to.
I will point that way. Because I believe
you don't. The exits.
Oh, I'm level 1 fighter. I
Yeah, he doesn't have that stuff yet. But that will take us to Jeffrey as
No, we're under the hand.
Zom points that way.
Well, I thought we were going to the escape hatches in the right, or whichever.
That is up
arm
an
this
entire
is.
level. We are in the chest. We are not in the shoulders.
Yep.
Cave over here.
Okay. I'm gonna also bonus action to second wind myself.
Okay. You don't want to drink the potion that Larissa just gave you.
I want to use the healing and the movement
Oh, I got you. That's true.
that I get from it.
True. Like a good move.
So
yeah, you get free. Free
still
movement.
carrying Larissa. Still carrying Larissa. I'm gonna get that movement, then use my
Say if
action
you're
to
still
dash.
carrying Larissa, your movement will be halved.
Okay, but I'm gonna still use my action to move as well. So I have 60 feet of movement then.
All right.
So 30 feet with me and Larissa moving.
You make it to the edge of the room here. You're dragging Larissa through the rubble.
Mm-hmm. And then I will release her.
All right. That will take us.
And that's my turn.
Back up top to dude. There's
So Dread.
48 seconds until self-destruction.
Alright, so Dread and Larissa are up top. They just pushed 2 big robots down. They should be coming down any second here. Zom's the only one downstairs. Alright,
Yeah, that's
so
what you saw. You didn't see him fall.
Alright, Nero, you stay here. I'm gonna go get Zom real quick. I'll be right back, alright?
We need to move.
Yeah, I'll try to be right back. I will step of the wind and jump up and over and dive down the hole.
Give me an acrobatics check.
.4.
Are you spending a key point to step of the wind?
Yes.
Okay. Fair enough. As you dive on down, falling on top of some robots.
All right.
They're gonna fall there.
All right, Zom, ready to go?
The exit's around the corner.
Exits up top.
But I don't want to fall.
Hey, Nero, we're coming down here. Jump down.
I'm fucking full.
I'll be right back. I'm going to Nero. And I'll just use all my movement to climb back up, I guess.
Okay.
Or get most of the way back up.
How much speed you got?
Total is 100, so it was 50 down, and I had to, so I'll get probably like 80% of the way back up.
You'll get back up there. Give me an athletics check.
Out of your action, so you could dash again.
Oh, I do still have my action. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do.
I'll
I'll use my action.
Give me an athletics check for climbing.
Okay.
As you fall down there and quickly start scrambling back up, still step of the winding. With a 13.
13.
It's precarious, but you do make it up there.
I guess I will use my action to dash. Grabbing Nero and jumping back down.
So you can't go over these guys again, is the problem here.
That sucks. Why you gotta be standing right there?
They're going next. They'll move next turn, unless you're right there.
You know what? Do I? No, I don't have enough. All right, I'll just hang out in the throat, out of sight, just kind of underneath in the ledge in the throat. I'll just hang out there.
How far down?
10 feet.
They would have watched you fall and then climb back up.
They're probably like, what the fuck is he doing?
Yeah, but 10 feet, they can't hit me with their glaives.
Can't hit you with the glaive, they can hit you with other things. Fair enough. That will take us to Glaive, who will indeed shoot spiked, serrated bolts towards one towards Dude, one towards Narrow. Against Dude, got a 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
As you take 8 points of piercing damage. As this blade serrates into you. Your movement speed is reduced by 10. As the bolt is lodged into you. Shoots another one towards Narrow. Getting a 20 to hit.
Definitely hits.
As you take 7 points of piercing damage. He will then rush after you with a glaive in hand. Actually, he's going to run around you. Where are you going? You're going to die here. And then he's going to try and slash out at you with his glaive. Getting a 21 and a 15 to hit.
21 hits.
As you take 13 points of slashing damage. Which will take us to Rack. Rack's going to take one shot with his bolt launcher towards Dude. Getting an 18 to hit.
Come on.
It's wrist-mounted bolt launcher. You take 13 points of piercing damage.
I'll take no damage.
Okay.
I'll deflect it.
Okay. Just gotta make a dex save.
No, I won't throw it back. I'll just deflect it.
It made me waste a really good roll. Nah, he just gets crazy dex save. Then he'll rush up and slash out at Narrow with his blade. Getting a 16 with his first attack. And a 22 with his second.
They both hit.
As Narrow, you take 14 and 8 for a total of 22.
Mitch.
Ending their turn. Taking us to... Dude. Give me a dexterity save to avoid falling robot.
$18.
Okay. We'll take that. As a giant robot goes flying down past you. Slamming there.
175-foot drop.
It's 100 foot, okay?
Measuring tool said 175.
Yeah, it's because I moved over because I was looking at stuff.
I need all the help I can get.
That's fair. As it drops down and tries to slam into Zom. Getting a nat 20.
I can't do anything about a nat 20.
And a 20, which will miss.
The 20 will in fact miss. The nat 20 on the other hand.
Nat 20 on the other hand, you do take 19 points of bludgeoning damage and 10 force damage. 19 reduced to 14.
Correct.
And 10 bludgeoning. Or 10 force.
And he'll take
2d6, 12.
12 points.
Alright.
28.
Absolutely. That will end his turn as it gets itself up and slams into you, taking us to Narrow.
Alright, so the bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
Use Misty Step to go right there at the edge.
Yeah.
So right there. And then for movement, I got 435 movement, so we're going to start climbing down.
You start climbing down. You can see the area is choked by 3 robots and Zom, who's glowing with these blue flames below.
Let's see,
Kind of taking up the area there. And you would see dude in the area too.
Yeah, I'm just gonna start climbing down. Make our way down there. Get away as far as possible as we can.
Okay. That will take us to Shield Guardian number 4. I need Narrow and Dude to give me more dex saves to avoid falling robots. Ooh, that was close.
9. That was close.
Yeah, you guys avoid falling robots. Zom, give me a dex save.
Favorite. 9.
Zom, the robot falls on you. Actually, you know what? It might actually. Zom, roll me a d4. I'm gonna say you're gonna be 1.
How about 4?
It'll fall on the robot instead. So another robot falls on top of another robot.
Yes, kill each other.
And he'll take, I'll say, give him a dex save. They're dexterous. Take half of that damage too for him. As it slams down, crumples on top of the other wood and steel and stone robots. Say it'll only get 1 attack from all of that. They are congested against getting a 9 to hit. Which will take us to Larissa. Larissa, as you keep hearing loud metallic thuds from down there.
Okay. I can see them from here. Okay, I'm going to... Oh, pause arm. I'm going to hit this one.
Okay.
And this one.
Okay.
2 on the north one and 1 on the south one.
Blasting.
Eldritch Blast,
Okay.
please. I think that's the only thing I can... No, that's not going to fix the problem.
Absolutely.
Come on, internet.
Yeah, internet.
Australian internet is not good. Even in the city.
Yeah, all of those hit.
Excellent.
So the first 2 against this one for 7 and 10 for 17. Because that one's looking pretty rough. And the other one will take 7. As that one had one of its allies fall on it. Anything else for Larissa?
I am going to stay here.
Alright. That's going to take us to 2 more Shield Guardians. One of them just got attacked by Larissa, so it'll move away from Zom. If you want to make attack of opportunity, you can. Or a spell. Yeah. It's going to try to move out towards Larissa.
I don't know enough about these things.
Wisdom?
Running out of those. So yeah, we'll just wisdom toll some dead.
Got a big 8. Let me double check. 8, yeah.
Don't put a 10 on the end of that. I will. 18 points of necrotic damage.
Take 18 necrotic.
Like if it cares about necrotic.
It does. It does care. And the fact that it will take the damage. And then it will step over to Larissa and try and slam into her. Getting a 25 with its first attack. And a 23 with its second.
Okay. Yeah, I have to roll a d6 for the mirror image?
Yes. Yeah. So no, it's
It's a D.
It's 3d6.
It's
It's a d6 for each
Three.
each
Per
image you
image.
have. Yeah, so roll 3d6.
Okay.
So 1 is gone, and then roll me 2d6 as I hit you with its second fist. And so 2 images are gone. There's still 1 remaining.
Okay.
The other one up here will slam into Zom.
Yeah.
Getting a 23 and a 26.
Hey, those hit.
As it will take 2.
It'll take 19 points of cold damage.
19 cold damage. And you will
It'll
take...
take 20 force damage.
No, you'll take 17 force damage. And 4 and 3 bludgeoning. It's already been reduced. Or 4 and 2 bludgeoning, sorry. 6 and 17. 23.
Yep.
Taking us to your turn, Zom.
Alright, well, I'm going to upcast Spirit Guardians.
Okay.
I didn't upcast, but it didn't ask.
The Spirit Guardians erupt around you. It didn't ask, really?
It didn't. When I did the attack box, it didn't ask.
Oh.
So it will take 12, about 23.
Wisdom save?
Yes, let me go to the. I'll just cast it here. There. Oh yeah.
Got 1 pass.
I'm looking in where I'm casting it, and not where. Yep, DC 17, Wisdom save. And I upcast it to my last 5.
23. Anything else for Zom?
Let's see.
This one's looking rough.
Wisdom. Twice. Which one's looking rough?
That one.
Oh, I'm too far away from that one. I don't want to get hit, so I don't want to do that. But I will use my last, since we get 2 of them nowadays. I will heal maximum 11 points of second wind. Really want to get attacked twice, so I guess I'm staying right here.
Or 3 times.
Yeah, not really looking for that, but I do want to get over there. Yeah, I don't want to get attacked 3 times, so I will hold my ground.
Alright.
I'm also waiting on 2 individuals.
As you see them right above you. Well, what narrows right above you, like maybe 15 feet, while dude is like 40 feet up, which will take us to Jeffrey.
Alright, Jeffrey is going to pull out his weapons, bonus action, light his sword on fire, and then just and run fucking just attack this guy.
Absolutely.
Full fucking force.
Going reckless?
Yep. Flameo.
Flameo. A 16's gonna miss.
Well,
Flameo
that's a
again.
shame. How about the second time?
23 will definitely hit it.
Alright, I'm gonna do a pushing attack.
Okay.
Because they're not there, because they don't have any weapons. Like
Yeah, they're
that
just punching.
Yeah.
Got a 13 on its saving throw.
It will be pushed after click all the boxes.
$18 is exactly what you needed as it topples over.
And sadly, it has no blood, but I have bloodlust. I'm going to jump over here.
All right.
and attack this one.
Leaping through the kind of whirling flames of battle that Zom is exuding. Yeah.
This fucking thing's gonna explode.
28 will for sure hit. Well, you get 3 attacks.
Whoops, I clicked the
You
wrong
meant
one. I meant
offhand.
the dagger.
All right.
Dagger.
You'll hit.
Well,
You'll hit
it's
with the dagger,
offhand.
but go ahead and roll me some damage
Yeah.
with
Yeah,
the
I'll
with
throw
the
the dagger on there for the. I would
Yeah.
have hit with the dagger. But I'm also gonna add another pushing attack,
Okay.
and I'll put my sneak attack on this guy.
He will be pushed. Who are you, Matchbox 20?
Gonna push you around.
Well, I will. 24 damage as you push it back into the hole. Kind of blocking stuff up for
And-
those wanting to fall down.
So that was. Well, yeah. It's fine. I'm gonna do. I'll move back here.
All right.
Actually, I think I can probably only get to there. I think.
All right. You will learn a surprise, and that. Well, actually, you won't learn it because you don't move far enough away. These guys have reach. That will take us to Dude. Dude. I can't really tell what's going on up there, but down below you see in the shaft Zom and 3 robots. Glorious fire swirling all around.
And Narrow is no longer up there, right?
Narrow is below you about 15, 20 feet.
Yeah.
About 30 feet.
All right. All right, Narrow. We're both going down this time. I will do another focus step of the wind and take an arrow with me, and we'll try and catch up to everybody else. Go toward
The
big
shaft
noise.
entrance is blocked by 4 individuals. And you will not be able to enter that space. It's blocked by 3 robots and Zom. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
I'll show you what you're looking at there. Just so you know, but you guys aren't there. So you guys are like, dude, you're like 40 feet above that. Narrow's like 10 feet above this. Like up here.
Yep. All right. Let's
Make you guys small just so you can see. You also both have serrated blades stuck in you.
Yeah.
All right. Let's just make. Let's not focus step of the wind then. Let's just make my way down toward this level. I'll stay up like 15 feet above these guys.
Mm-hmm.
I'll use my action to get that thing out of me.
Okay. So it will be a Burpidoo glaive. You do take 5 points of damage as it pulls out of you. And that's it. Just takes your action to remove.
Okay. And then instead of doing the focus step of the wind, I'll do a focus patient defense.
All right.
Some temp HP.
That'll take us to these guys who will fuck out. Taking us to a shield guardian. Unless anything else for dude.
Nope.
All right. Well, shield guardian will continue to bash onto Zom. Because you're there. Getting a 10.
Nope.
And a 20.
Nope.
And it will end its turn there, as it will...
And it will take
did get an 18 on its save, but it will take half of that at least.
It'll take 9 points of radiant damage.
All right, taking us to narrow.
Would I be able to see, like, at the edge to use a Misty Step?
Yeah,
If
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
above
You
it?
could Misty Step there. Why not? I would say so.
All right, so we're gonna Misty Step right there, at the edge of the, and
A little poof.
we're gonna attack the longbow, the closest one, right beside. So
That's round 3.
13's gonna miss.
All right, try another attack.
That will
27.
definitely hit. Take 12 points of
12
damage.
plus. Oh, okay, never mind. It added it. So yeah, 12.
All right. You would also hear 42 seconds until self-destruction. 42? Did we skip one?
Good.
All right.
No, it's like it should be. Should
no,
be
I
good.
don't think
All
so.
right. Anything else for Nero?
Just gonna risk it. I'm going to. Well, they're probably gonna attack of opportunity, but I'm going to move.
Biscuit for the biscuit.
Absolutely. It
Yeah.
will strike out
I'm
at
going
you.
to move back.
Got a
Not one.
nat 1. That's the way it goes.
I'd say if you only moved one back, I guess one of them.
All right, and that'll be it.
All right. That will take us. Oh, then it wouldn't get attack of opportunity against you, actually. You're good.
This one will.
Oh, that one would, yeah. And this one would. The two of them would. Thanks, they both got nat 1s. So that works. So that will take us to this one, who will... Zom, you're still exuding this flames and hurting it. It did get hit by Jeffrey, though. So it'll punch one of you guys each. So Jeffrey reaches across, getting a 20 to hit you.
That hits.
Did you get a reckless?
Yeah, I did.
So close. I got a 26 to hit. As Jeffrey, you take 12 bludgeoning, reduced to 6, and 5 force damage. And then it will try to punch out at Zom, getting an 18 to hit.
Does not hit.
And it will stay there. Make a wisdom. Failing, as it takes 27 points of radiant damage. Taking us to Larissa.
Okay. How far away is dude from me as the crow flies?
I'd say he's 25 feet plus
Yeah.
15 feet up, so just say 30, 35.
Okay. That's all I need to know. Well, I'm going to blast at least one of them. I'm going to do Eldritch Blast on this one, please.
Okay, yeah, that one's looking pretty rough.
I feel like he's got a place to land.
Yep.
Hmm.
And he's got a place to land. And if my sheet would load. Okay. Yes, I'm normal.
Ooh. The two of them hit. 8 and... He'll take 16 points of damage as that one is still barely up, unfortunately.
Okay. And then you all hear a harp trill. And Mantle of Inspiration.
Everyone gets
Everyone
temporary
can
hit
move.
points.
Everyone gets temporary hit points, and everyone can move
Nice.
their speed without invoking attacks of opportunity.
Yeah.
And it's a D10 for inspiration. I think it's
Everyone gets
2
6 then. Yeah. So double the
Yeah.
roll. Absolutely.
You have one space.
Well, once other people move, if they move.
Yeah, I mean, I'll
Yeah,
get the
definitely
fuck
gonna
out.
move. Yeah.
You can get a move up to your
Yeah.
movement as far as you want.
Wait, already crossed.
Does not provoke.
Okay. You're like, hey, we going? And I start heading towards the path. Actually,
Yeah.
I will. I'm not gonna go for my full movement. I'm gonna stand here so if people go by me, if somebody comes behind, I can sentinel.
I got you.
If Zom's moving, I'm gonna
Yeah,
try and
move.
follow right behind him.
You can drop down, yeah. I would say so.
And it's in full movement?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
15.
Might get rid of this robot.
30.
As you quickly drop down and dash. Anything else for Larissa?
That's it.
All right, that will take us to Shield Guardian. As it quickly rushes, it's gonna take the damage.
Steps in.
Steps in. As it rolled in another nat frickin' 1.
21 points of radiant damage.
21 points of radiant damage as it tries to grab a hold of you, punching. Getting a 2. Hey, we're getting better on the dice rolls. 19 is the best it can do. Ending its turn, taking us to Zom.
I believe it says it can only take damage once per turn. In Spirit Guardians.
Right, yeah.
Creature makes the save only once per turn. Yep.
Right.
All right. My turn. Oh, I like the shield. So, not a weapon. I don't have offensive spells, so we'll just wisdom saving throw the guy who ran at me.
Alright. As the bell tolls, he will take all of the damage you do.
24 points.
24 as his body starts to collapse a little bit. Anything else?
Just a little bit.
Does
he look?
He's still
just a little bit.
He's still up, but not. He's a little worse off than Jeffrey, but without the temporary
These
points.
things are hardy.
Yeah.
I will step back. Oh no,
Okay.
that's not. He has reach. It doesn't work. Never mind.
You were trying to provoke.
Yeah.
Take 2 steps back.
Well, then Jeff's the closest
One
one
step
here.
forward.
And I guess he goes next, so it doesn't matter. Yeah. If he wants to get himself killed, he can get himself
He'll
killed.
reach out to try and grab you. Getting a 17 to hit.
All right. Well, I'll just. Oh, does that? I moved to just too far.
What do you mean?
1, 2, 3. That's so cheese. I'm not going to do that. But I will just re-engage.
Okay. You move back just to.
I can.
Yeah. That'll take us to Jeffrey.
Being just like not leaving anybody behind, he'll step over here and swing at the
Alright.
guardian.
Swing at the Guardian.
I'm manning the choke point.
It's gonna be a miss as you're starting to get tired, Jeff.
Oh, he's feeling like he's gonna die. There we go.
28 will for sure hit it.
Let's see, not doing that. I will do sneak damage though.
Woo. For 21 points as your flaming scimitar slashes into it. You can see its runes and lights start to whir as it crumples down on top of the other robot that's right there too.
It's like, all right, let's fucking go. That was 40 feet of movement to get there. Because I'm assuming this is, rough terrain or what have you.
Yeah, slightly, yeah.
Yeah, so.
All right.
Yep. Actually, just in case, I'm going to go ahead and down that potion of healing.
That's a good call. I will say, because at this moment, everything starts to quake and shake. The two guardians at hand start slamming around and kind of trying to collapse to keep you here. I would like everyone to give me a dexterity save.
How much is a greater healing again?
As you would hear, 36. Greater is 44 plus 4.
16.
Nice. Plus 4.
I just run into my. Did you move them in?
Yeah. As they're moving in, just kind of thrashing about.
Yeah, just.
I'm going to use my last lucky.
All right.
Oh, that's a good idea. I'll use my inspiration to reroll that.
I can't do better than a 22. So
22 is really good.
There we go. Dirty 20.
it's a nat 20.
It is a nat 20. So yeah, as you guys all start feeling that quaking as the tunnel behind you collapses, everyone will take half of this. As everybody passed, so everybody takes 4 points of bludgeoning damage as stone debris just flies around. The passage behind you does collapse as you still see that low glowing red light emanating from everywhere and that faint call out. At 30 seconds until self-destruction. What do you guys
skipped
do?
one.
I did.
Run. I guess we're running as far as we can from that thing.
Yeah, as you guys run out of the... Or are you attempting to run down the caves, or are you running... There was that kind of... You could come outside of the mountain.
I guess the nearest exit
Need to
that we can remember.
Yeah, but if the whole mountain starts, like, this thing might explode.
I don't want to be buried in the mountain, so I'm going to go for the outside quickest and run down the mountain.
Okay.
Up on the outside.
As you all start to run outside in the heights of this mountain, fog swooping around, and you can even see in the distance above where Landro is the head and the other bits kind of through the fog and the mist, little red lights emanating from the holes within it. A few seconds pass, and as you're running down, you see this not quite explosion like you expected, but this kind of crackle of electricity and this almost static in the air. And as you're running down, it seems to just kind of stop and fizzle. That was all for nothing. All that running. Then as soon as you think you're fine, you would see this colossus, all of it illuminate very clearly through the fog. As it just kind of gets that like white hot and explodes in a giant fiery conflagration of just like molten metal and stone flying all along kind of on the other side of the mountain. Luckily not on the side that you're on, but you do feel that kind of crumble, that tremble beneath your feet as the ground gets a little unstable. But nothing you can't handle. As Landro.
Well, it looks like those
Landro's gone.
blade fucks or whatever they were following us didn't make it out.
They
As
went out
far
the
as we
yard.
know, they didn't.
They did. Dang it! Do I see them in the distance?
Nah.
We're not going to stick around to find out.
No, please. Let's go.
Bring it back to this map just because the scene is appropriate.
Hey, I got a spiritual weapon still hanging out.
Yeah. Look at him go. But yeah. Go ahead, sorry.
Let's get out of this place. Head back to Sigil.
As you head back to the large mirror that is your portal home. Across the wasteland of the Mournland and Eberron. That is where we'll end tonight. As we have completed in getting our... Let me find the stupid little rod. Where's the rod piece at? I'll let you know what that one does. But we will end there tonight, folks. So thank you for watching. And we will pick up there next time. Next Saturday. With whatever comes next. But yeah. Thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time.
Thanks for the healing.
Yeah. And thank you very much, JR Hiker. We'll see you next week. Night, Internet.
Night.
Internet.